Hello. I have been way too immersed in all of the book sphere stuff, like Bookstagram, BookTok, all the reviewers and stuff. And I have picked up a pet peeve as a writer. And that is the complaint of having characters added that don't serve a purpose to the story. And I'm just like, okay. But if I just add main characters, why? If I just have main characters and I'm gonna have like two characters for the entire book, isn't that gonna be like boring as hell? How I see it is like, if my character is very somber, melancholy, and introverted or internalized, I see it as a painting. So if the main palette is darker colors, I add strokes of light, but it's not necessarily one character. It's the same premise or the same tool in different shades. So, I mean, I think one of the things that I try to do is to try and write just in the way that life goes. You don't always know when the season changes. You don't know who's going to stay in your life, who's going to leave unexpectedly, who's going to die. And I mean, sometimes you meet someone in a coffee shop and you have a conversation and it's like a deep conversation, it impacts you. You'll remember it for years, but you will never see that person again. So obviously, I've heard people say that don't give them like these insane backstories and spend so much time on developing their character. And that I get, but I had questions about that in the first book, or people asked me about two characters in the first book, but they're like, what happened to this character? And I'm like, they serve their purpose. And not just like, oh, you're just a, what do you call it, a plot device, because I don't see it like that. That means the barista you see every morning is also just a plot device, which I don't agree with. So that's just something that I've picked up. I think as an author, I shouldn't actually be consuming as much BookTube, BookTok thing. It just exhausts me. And then you start writing and you're like, what am I doing? Should I be doing that? What if it's a trope? What if someone hates it? Someone's gonna hate it. It is what it is.